All right, so we've been covering R1 a lot on this channel lately, and frankly, all the AI industry and really just the mainstream media, every YouTuber is creating content about R1 because it has completely disrupted the industry. And China is really going hard with Qwen 2.5 Max and other models, and this has essentially forced OpenAI's hand to drop OpenAI o3-mini, pushing the frontier of cost-effective reasoning to the next level. They just dropped this a few hours ago, and the benchmarks are impressive. You can either use the low, medium, or high model, and guess what? They're rolling this out to free users as well. Now, personally, I don't think they would have done such a big push and roll it out to free users if it wasn't for Deepseek, of course, and all the hype behind it. We're going to dive into this model, show you how some people are using it, do some different tests, and see how it compares to Deepseek R1. Is it better, or does open source still have the upper hand? Let's dive right into it. All right, guys, so like I mentioned, this just dropped a few hours ago where they actually released o3-mini. So news is still coming out. People are still finding use cases, and I'll definitely probably do more videos surrounding this. Let's go over all the information that we can find right now about this model. So all links I cover in today's video will be linked down below. So I'll leave a link to the system card if you really want to go through, read some of this, and check out some of the nitty-gritty details. Now, just as a side note, like I said, you can try o3-mini free of charge in ChatGPT by selecting the reasoning feature in the chat bar, and the rate limits will be similar to the existing GPT-4o limits, so o3-mini will also be available for ChatGPT Plus, Team, and Pro users worldwide today, and OpenAI is tripling message limits for Plus and Team users to 150 messages per day. Only Pro users who are willing to pay $200 a month will get unlimited access to o3-mini. So at the end of the day, I mean, it is better. We're going to test it out and see, but I mean, a lot of people I know are going to say, hey, I know it's cheaper and it is less limited, but that still isn't compared to Deepseek's 100% open, 100% essentially free model where you're really not limited to. And just quickly taking a look at the Deepseek R1 benchmarks, as you can see here are some of them where Deepseek is surpassing o1-mini as well as o1 right here in many different tests, such as code forces, math, etc., with some really crazy scores. And like I mentioned on this channel, you can't always trust benchmarks, especially when the company making the model is putting the benchmarks out for themselves. But let's take a look at some of o3-mini's benchmarks. So we can see on competitive math right here, it's going against o1 preview, o1-mini, and then o3-mini low, o3-mini medium, and o3-mini high. And if you're wondering what's the difference between low, medium, high, it's essentially the more powerful model that's going to run longer, think longer with the whole test time compute paradigm. So low, you're going to get quicker responses, but it may not be as quality as high. Now, if we're looking at low, o3-mini still beats o1 preview. It's just under o1-mini right here, and it's a decent amount below o1. Now, o3-mini medium is above o1-mini, and it's only a little bit below o1. And then o3-mini high is above all these models, including o1. Now, you will notice that they aren't showing o1 Pro, which I don't think o3-mini here currently beats. And you can see for PhD science level questions, we have a more even playing field right here. o3-mini is beating o1-mini, and it's not beating o1 or o1 preview. And then o3-mini medium is just below these two. And then o3-mini high is actually number one. Competition code, we can see that it is apparently supposed to write pretty good code comparative to o1. You can see it's scoring around 200 points more than o1 and a lot more than o1-mini. And actually all three of the o3s are pretty much at the top. o3-mini low is just a little bit below o1. Software engineering benchmark is pretty similar. We have o3-mini up here above o1, and this is for the high one, and then medium is just below o1, and then low is just below o1 preview. We can see a latency comparison here between o1-mini and o3-mini medium. So o3-mini medium is supposed to be a decent amount faster than o1-mini. We're seeing 7,500 milliseconds right here for o3-mini, and then we're seeing just over 10,000 for o1-mini. They have some safety benchmarks like disallowed content evaluations, which all these models, including Deepseek, you know, are definitely censored in many different ways. And then jailbreak evaluations right here. So o3-mini model delivers responses 24% faster than its predecessor, o1-mini, while making 39% fewer mistakes, major mistakes, on complex problems. It maintains the ability to show its problem-solving process rather than just providing final answers. Developer features it supports, so it supports function calling, structured outputs, streaming capabilities, and developer messages. Now, I know a lot of you are wondering how this compares to Deepseek R1, and we're going to do a few tests in just a second, but just a quick rundown from Perplexity here. We can see Deepseek R1 shows stronger performance in specialized tasks like 79.8% on AIME math benchmark versus o3-mini's 78.2%. It outperforms in complex reasoning tasks and code forces, so 2029 versus 1997. And then o3-mini performs better in structured dialogues and shows more consistent performance in routine tasks. Now, Deepseek R1 is substantially more affordable, and we'll get into that in just a second. And the context window for o3-mini is 200k tokens, while Deepseek is only 128k tokens, and the max output is 100k tokens on o3-mini and 32k tokens on Deepseek R1. o3-mini open source? No. And Deepseek open source? Yes. Apparently it demonstrates significantly better safety metrics as well. And like I mentioned, Deepseek is substantially cheaper. So if we look at Deepseek R1 API, we have input API price right here, so 0.14 cents per million hit. Cache miss is 55 cents per million tokens. Output price API 2.19 million tokens. And then if we go ahead and look at the pricing for o3-mini, we can see that it is the exact same as o1-mini. So for input, it is $1.10 per million tokens, and then the cache input is 0.55 cents per million tokens, and then the output is $4.40 per million tokens. So before I show you actually how to use o3, I just want to go over some of the things that people are saying on Twitter. So McKay Wrigley says, I replaced every AI agent and workflow I have running on OpenAI's o1 model with the new o3-mini. They all still work, and some better, but 9 times cheaper and 4 times faster. They are significantly underhyping this model. It's absolutely unbelievable. o3 and o3 Pro will be crazy. And I can definitely say that I agree with o3 and o3 Pro will honestly feel like you're maybe in a psychedelic trip when you're talking to it, just how intelligent these models will be. And it's exciting, but also kind of scary to see this. Now, one other thing I want to note is that Windsurf right here actually already added o3-mini in Windsurf, and they added this 5 hours ago, and OpenAI posted their post, which I'll show you in just a second, 5 hours ago. So kudos to Windsurf for doing that. I just made a video yesterday how they just integrated Deepseek R1 into their platform. So as you can see, o3-mini, medium reasoning, all right, it costs 1 credit. I don't know why they gave it the same credit price as GPT-4o when GPT-4o is over twice the price. But anyways, here this person says o3-mini might be the best LLM for real world physics. Prompt, write me a Python script of a bouncing ball inside a tesseract, and boom, you can see that tesseract right there, the bouncing ball. This person says o3-mini High does this challenge first time. No other model has made working shaders in many tries, let alone one. Prompt is create a visually interesting shader that can run in Twiggle.app. Make it like the ocean in a storm. Make it even more interesting. Scary good model. All right, and here's some of OpenAI's posts right here. o3-mini is now available in ChatGPT and the API. Pro users will have unlimited access. Plus and team users will have triple rate limits. And then free users can go ahead and try it out. And Almond tweeted out about this, and then this guy said, here's what happened. Deepseek forced some emergency meetings in OpenAI, and they came up with the solution to keep up the o3 hype. I'm glad we're forcing them to move fast. And I definitely agree. If it wasn't for Deepseek, I don't know if we'd be getting this model right now. So it's good to see that there's some competition in this space and that it's open source. All right, so to get started with o3-mini, you're going to go to chatgpt.com. You're going to go to your model selector, and you'll see that you have o3-mini, which is fast at advanced reasoning, and then o3-mini High, which is great at coding and logic. So if you're going to try to be solving very challenging problems, you may want to use o3-mini High, or if you're coding, you may want to use this. And then o3-mini if you just need quick reasoning about certain things. So we'll test out all of these as well as compare the result with Deepseek R1. So when you're using o3-mini, you can toggle o3-mini with search, which is a new feature. And of course, Deepseek has this, so OpenAI had to get it too. Let's go ahead and keep it off for now. And we're going to paste in this prompt right here. I'm going to start off with o3-mini, the fast version, and we're saying create a one-page website for my ecom beauty site. The color should be pink, white, and black. It should have light and dark mode. It should be very modern and sleek and look very impressive. Showcase your coding capabilities and add cool, unique features and elements to impress me. All right, we're going to go ahead and send this. At the same time, while o3-mini is going to work, okay, that was quick. I'm not going to lie, that was very quick. But it did only, you know, we can see it only had a few different thoughts right here, and then it generated the code. All right, I'm also going to run this in Deepseek R1. All right, so if I go ahead and run this, you can see Deepseek is definitely a bit slower compared to o3-mini, the fast version. And while Deepseek is generating the code right here, let's go ahead and test o3-minis. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and grab this o3-mini code. And this is actually a lot right here that it generated. Let's go ahead and just view this. Okay, and we got our beauty store right here. So unleash your beauty, best sellers. This is actually pretty good. Now, this is a very small site. Let's go ahead and toggle dark mode. And boom, it actually did a really good job, especially for this being the smaller version. Now, I'm curious to see Deepseek. So let's grab Deepseek right here and go to this viewer, paste this in. Okay, not bad. Okay, it even gave us a little mouse icon here. So they both did pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and say one more prompt here, add more sections in the page, make the code longer, and have more advanced stuff. And while that's loading with Deepseek, I'm going to do the same thing with o3-mini. Now, o3-mini is thinking very quickly. Like, it only has one thought bullet point right here. So test time compute for this model is definitely a lot faster. I'm curious to see the o3-mini high version.
Are you tired of pouring thousands of dollars into appointment setters only to watch leads slip away? Imagine having a team of elite sales agents booking qualified appointments for you around the clock. No more wasted time on training, no more frustration with performance, and no more draining your budget on inconsistent and expensive call centers. Introducing Stride Agents, AI-powered appointment setters that work 24/7, never get tired, and book appointments while you sleep. Trained on thousands of successful conversations, our AI agents outperform human teams at just 1/10 of the cost. Join the ranks of businesses that doubled their appointments and booking rates in just a matter of weeks. Don't get left behind in the AI revolution. Visit strideagents.com now and transform your entire sales process with cutting-edge AI technology. It's time to accelerate your stride with AI agents.
Okay, this generated a lot of code. Yeah, a lot. So okay. Let's go ahead and try this new o3-mini right here in the viewer. Okay, it generated 683 lines of code. As you can see, if we're scrolling, we got our best sellers right here. The lipstick, makeup. We got an about section. We got our features right here. Customer testimonials. Subscribe to our newsletter. And the dark mode is working, except on the features section there's a little bit, and the subscribe to newsletter, a little bit of issues there, but all in all, pretty impressive. And of course, guys, this is just a quick comparison, since I'm gonna definitely be doing more videos on o3-mini, because I'm already quite impressed just by you know, using reasoning models these last few weeks, and just in general. Like, I can see that o3-mini is definitely a powerhouse. And Deepseek, we got a new generation right here, and it says it's enhanced with some more features. I'm curious to see. It is a lot less lines of code, but let's go ahead and copy this. Okay, so I don't know why I'm getting this. I'm sending this back to Deepseek and saying, hey, I pasted this in. Why is it all white background and black text with no styling? Worse than the first one. Okay, it says because it gave us the incomplete code. Okay, that makes sense. Now, the one cool thing about Deepseek I forgot to mention is we could also run the HTML right here, which is really nice. Okay, so we're going to add more advanced styles right here. Okay, nice, looking better. And then where it says add more advanced interactions for our JS, I'm going to paste that in. Okay, so now we actually have a scrolling bar at the top, which is really nice. I'm asking, is this correct? Okay, so we need to add our nav content right here, our hero section, our custom cursor styling. Okay, so here it is. I mean, it's, you know, pretty good. I think just because of the context and whatnot and the generation output, it was a little bit funky, but I did kind of patch it together. So did a pretty good job. Now, in terms of actually the UI interface, if you're using it in the chat with Deepseek o3-mini, you're going to be able to generate a lot more, as you can see here. Okay, so now we can see that it is taking a lot longer compared to the regular o3-mini, and it is actually thinking through the process and has a lot more bullet points throughout this question. It's actually still fairly fast though. It's actually faster still than Deepseek R1. So as you can see, it's generating a lot of code right off the bat. Okay, I haven't even ran this yet, but I feel like this is going to be pretty good for the first generation. Let's go ahead and test it out. Wow. Okay, this, in my opinion, is probably the best, maybe the best looking one for the first generation. Like, the other two weren't this long for the first generation. Let's go ahead to toggle it, and it's pretty nice. That's pretty impressive. Now I'm going to go ahead and copy this second command, the second prompt that we ran for these other two, and let's see what it actually does now. Add more sections in the page, make the code longer, and have more advanced features and stuff. Okay, so it's reasoning now, enriching the web page, crafting a vibrant web page, enhancing the web page sections, interactivity, designing new sections, implementing features, updating navigation, reworking section layout. Of course, this isn't the direct chain of thought that, you know, the model is having like we see in Deepseek, but it is still pretty cool to see that. Now, let's see what this is doing. So this is actually lightning fast. I'm not going to lie. This is very fast still for o3 High, and it is generating a lot of code right now. We even have a team section, a newsletter, our footer. Now it's on the JavaScript. Okay, let's go ahead and test this out. I have a feeling this will be the best yet. Okay, and here is our site. It is 780 lines of code. We can see this is light mode right here, about section, what our customers are saying as they're scrolling. You know, we have animations coming through to show the different elements. Newsletter, contact us. We have a scroll to top button, and we have our dark mode working with all the different products. We have a slider right here for the testimonials, accordion right here. So definitely, I would say in terms of this little small test, obviously this isn't an in-depth test. This is just a first look, testing out some simple prompts. o3-mini large is very impressive in my opinion, just from seeing this. I'm definitely going to be using this a lot, o3-mini high, and I'm curious to see when we actually bring it into some of our AI coding agents, which I'll do videos on very soon, definitely this week. Make sure to stay tuned for that, how it's actually going to perform, like when it's doing multi-file editing and doing all these different things, how is it going to do? But that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I just wanted to give you a quick update, lightning fast, as I saw o3-mini come out. I actually recorded another video earlier today, but I'm probably going to post this one first because o3-mini just dropped. So other than that, guys, if you want to stay up to date with all the latest AI news, AI updates, and how to actually implement AI into your life and your business to accelerate your stride, then make sure to like the video, comment down below, and subscribe to stay up to date with all the videos. Also, too, guys, if you're new here and you haven't already joined our free Facebook group and Discord channel, stridecommunity.com, I'll leave a link down below so you can definitely check that out. And then also too, guys, if you haven't already joined our Stride AI Academy, you're definitely going to want to check that out. Behind the scenes resources, courses, etc. It's going to be jam-packed with loads of free stuff, and currently it is free, but in the future it may not be, so join while you still can. Link down below. And then also too, guys, if you run a business and you need help implementing AI agents like AI call center, AI cold calling into your business to book boatloads of qualified leads onto your calendar, then book a call down below at executivestride.com/apply. We help businesses implement AI agents to accelerate their stride. Let me know what your thoughts are down below about o3-mini. Does it beat Deepseek R1? Does it beat China's new models, these open source models? Or is OpenAI behind? I think o3-mini high is extremely powerful, and I can't wait to test it out on some other tools. Other than that, guys, I will see you in the next video. Keep hustling, keep grinding, and of course, guys, accelerate your stride. Take care.